welcome to Rock Studios at Automation Fair. I'm Juliana Ackerbloom, and today we're going to be talking about the journey of the Plex Connected Worker. The Connected Worker has been an important objective at Plex as the manufacturing sector faces some very real challenges. Now here with me today to chat about that is Anthony Murphy. How you doing, Anthony?
I'm doing well. It's great to be here again with you, Juliana.
Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that they're facing?
Yeah, and look, I mean, it's in the news and most people know it, but manufacturing is facing a real labor challenge. You know, there is something like 40% employee turnover in manufacturing, and that's up 10% year on year. The number of open job positions over the last year, 3 years actually, in manufacturing is up 2x. And it's expected that 20% of the labor is going to leave the workforce. And so when you think about that and the scale of that problem, and also the average productivity and the revenue per employee, it's a real challenge, both in terms of productivity and in terms of real dollars that manufacturers leave on the table.
Wow, that's so interesting. And so what exactly is the Connected Worker vision?
It's really about how do you both automate, augment, and advance the manufacturing labor force. And so when we think about connected worker and a connected worker vision, it's not only about helping hire and onboard employees and make sure that they can do really great work, but it's also about driving retention. And so as we think about the connected worker vision, it's really about handling all of those components. And so we look at it as how do we connect the person to purpose, and so everybody wants to feel like they belong and what their work does matters, and so connecting the person to the company's mission, to the vision, to the culture. It's all about connecting the person to the person, so through mentorship and collaboration and training. Like, it's really easy to quit a task, right? But it's hard to quit a team, and so you build that sort of collaboration. It's about connecting the person to productivity so it becomes really easy for them to do the work through, you know, not only guided instructions so you know exactly what to do and how to do it, but smart tools to make sure you can do your job well and you can feel accomplished. And then likewise, it's all about connecting the person to the process, and so understanding both the upstream and the downstream and quality and safety. And so you're doing high value work, you know how it advances the mission of the company, you're doing it in a safe way, and you really feel like you're benefiting yourself as well. And so as we think about the fullness of the vision, that's really what we look at.
That's a really interesting perspective to take on that. And so can you also share a little more about how Plex Technologies are making that vision really come to life?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier, and this is really the benefit of hardware and software together, Plex and Rockwell together. It's, you know, how do you automate away, so you think about like highly repetitive tasks, low skill tasks, things that may be high risk, like driving software and hardware automation so that the person doesn't have to do those things. You think about augmenting the worker so that the human who's really great at creative problem solving and doing really hard tasks, they have the tools necessary, again, both hardware and software, to do that work. And then likewise, you think about advancing the workforce is, you know, we always need people to do work. And so we think about how do we influence the next generation of manufacturing leadership and actually increase the labor pool by working with universities, by working with technical colleges, even high schools, to not only help them understand that manufacturing is this really great place where you solve really key problems, but also that they go into the workforce with the skills necessary to have an impact. And so that's sort of how we look at it as we think about advancing and solving for some of the labor challenges.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Spend time doing the things in the business that are going to impact the business the most. So could you tell our viewers a little more about the collaborative efforts that impact, you know, the successes of the Connected Worker?
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're deploying functionality that does all of those things I was talking about, with guided work instructions, connecting down to the smart devices. So if you think about like a smart torque wrench, but not only that, we're leveraging advanced technologies in our partnerships with Microsoft to deploy AI in ways that help the manufacturer be more productive. And so you can imagine that, you know, Anthony, who comes into the plant, he's only been there for 30 minutes. How do you make me as safe and producing high quality and as productive as someone who's been with a company 30 years? And advanced technology like AI can do that. And so I run into a challenge, I can ask the tool a natural language question, and it can help guide me through how to do the task correctly. And so we're doing that along with supporting universities as we help not only with the curriculum, but help training the next generation of manufacturing workforce and next generation of manufacturing leadership.
Wow, well, it sounds like there's already a lot happening to achieve the connected journey. So, Anthony, thank you so much for taking time to chat with me today. And for those of you watching, if you want to learn more about the Plex Connected Journey, you can click the link in this post. Thanks for watching, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more for Automation Fair.